welcome back to Man of Nollyn. Apologies for the 2-minute delay to starting. I had dinner kind of late, so it impacted when we were able to set up. So, last we left off, we were at the start of, I believe, the 5th case. This looks to be the murder of the bartender girl that we knew, and I, Vinrosa, appear to be the prime suspect. Now, I don't believe that for a second. Unless we have like an unreliable narrator trick, I don't think Vin did it, and I don't see any reason for him to have done it. So, yeah, that's gonna be something trying to prove our innocence. So let's go back and press continue. Oh wait, I forgot. I have to use my keyboard. I'm so used to just clicking. Alright. So, I did not talk to anybody yet, so we're going to be starting from scratch. I guess we could start by the edge of the, like here, by the entrance, and then we'll go inwards. Because we can also reach to the other side of this place. Maybe a smart thing to do would be to investigate the body first, but I don't want to start from the middle. It's just easier. And I'm kind of more used to it because like this whole time in every case we've been starting from the side and then going towards like the other side. I want to do that again. Hello. We was literally talking when that happened. Well, look who it is, man of the hour. Not in the mood for jokes. I'm literally not, but Vin Verosa, sir. Yeah, sure. Bartender girl, one sassy bitch she was. Swore like a sailor, too. But she was alright. Hella pretty, too. I know. She was alright. Yeah, we were becoming friends. I'd realized it. And you? What are you doing? Jacking off in your corner, dreaming of a better world? Me? Yeah, got here early, ordered my Manhattan as always. Oh, you know what? Something real funny happened here. Wanna hear? No. Got a case to solve, apparently. Well, lucky for you, Eddie the genius is here. Need his wisdom, 500 pounds, and he delivers basically a steal. Can I just ask what happened without, you know, bribing you? About what happened here. Spill it. Alright, listen up, because this shit is comedy go- Oh, okay. Oh, even if I didn't, he's still telling me. Imagine this. A kid, a little boy, walks up to the bar stand, face red like he's pissed his pants. He stretches his tiny arms out, trying to hand the bartender girl something. But she doesn't take it, looks him up and down real slow, and then just goes, "Your order, sir." And the kid, taken aback, finally makes up his mind. You know what he says? Fucking mango juice. Girl tells him to wait. Kid takes a seat. And know what happened next? Just get to it already. The lady comes up to him with a cup of mango juice and pours it onto the kid's head. Wait, why? Poor dude's face, man. The despair in his eyes. That shit was so funny. Why would you do that, though? I mean, like, okay, he's a kid and all he could order maybe was reasonably mango juice, but why would she actually produce it just to pour it on his head? I'm curious. Maybe there's clearly something more to that. Unless he's really just making shit up. Let's assume he's telling the truth for now. Your name? Ah, Mr. Verosa. Pleasure to meet you. Name's Pierre. Mr. Verosa, so you know me. Of course, Vin Verosa, Nollyn's finest gunman. Purpose of your visit? You're here just to drink? Not quite. I was heading home after work, and then I happened to look through the window purely by chance. And there she was, the most beautiful lady I had ever seen. I could not help myself. I had to step inside, speak to her, get up close. So I went straight to the counter and asked for a lemonade. Why is everybody just ordering juice? And up close, she was even more beautiful than I had imagined. Wow, such a touching story. But lemonade in a bar? Why, you don't drink? That's a whole other story. And I'm not discussing it. Not with the hideous murderer who killed her. Oh, okay. It wasn't me, though. Okay, so we got that guy, Eddie, who saw somebody, a kid, get mango juice poured on him. We got this guy, Pierre, who ordered lemon juice, but there was more to the story about why he doesn't drink. I don't think that's important to the case, probably. And then you... You are? Why are you question marks? Been seeing you a lot lately. What's your name? Larry. Why come so often? Didn't even touch your Glencairn glass. Why? I can't drink. Wait, why are you always here then? That's a good point. Why are you always here if you can't drink? And why are you even ordering? Suspicious. Okay, I can go in here and look at the body. Oh, here's Catherine. How are things? Been better, apparently. Oh, right. Almost forgot. Here, take it. Investigation report. Okay, so I'm just gonna be bringing it around then. Let me know when you filled out all the blanks. I will. Okay. So I'm gonna be bringing it around again like the last case. The person who wrote the letter found in the men's restroom trash can is. The drink in Larry's glass at the moment is. Someone put a blank in Jeffrey's beer. Blank killed Hillary. Okay, so the last one is the culprit. And the rest of it we shall see. Got it. Oh, yikes. I knew it would be bad, but... damn. Jack's the old man, still kicking, ain't ya? Good to see you again, Mr. Verosa. Looks like the shop's turned into one big mess while I was gone. I apologize. He must be the actual bartender. So what's new in life, Mr. Verosa? What have you been up to? Chit-chat will have to wait, Jack. I got an urgent matter on my plate. Of course. Heard the general gist of what happens here from this wonderful officer lady. Time for this old man to lend a hand. If you need something, I'd be glad to know. Okay, tell me. And you have suspects personally? Anyone suspicious? Anyone you know who'd have done it? My first guess would have to be you, Mr. Verosa. Guess of my name, okay. A natural assumption, I guess. Anyone else, though? There used to be some folks, Mr. Verosa. People who'd follow me around ever since I was an arms dealer. They'd call themselves the 247 Association. They had this tattoo on their fingers, a left trigger finger, and both ring fingers. And to this day, they still think I've got a big stash of weapons hidden somewhere in this little shop. Perhaps they've got something to do with this case. Gotta ask though, you actually have it? That hidden stash? Of course not, Mr. Verosa. And even if he did, why would he tell you when you're like the prime suspect? Okay, we've already had a conversation, suspect, about the drinks. I need to ask you, talk to you about the drinks you've got on the menu. Then I've got something right for you. Here, the recipe manual I gave Hillary before I left for vacation. Should have everything you need to know about the drinks we serve here. House recipe manual. You know, you could have also written down the regular as usual orders. Next time, Mr. Verosa. House recipe manual. Which drink would you like to learn about? Oh, I guess I'd have to go through all of them if I'm trying to figure out what drink Larry has in his glass. Hello, Chi, hope you're doing well. Hello, Epoch, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. I'm doing great. Hope you are too. Guinness draught glass, pint glass, tilt the glass, pour about 3/4 let. Oh, I guess this is how I figured it out based on the glass. Martini glass, bourbon sweet. No. Whiskey. Glencairn gas. So the guy has whiskey. He ordered a whiskey. Lemonade. Highball glass. Do not use actual lemon. Lemon slices are too sour for this recipe. Mango juice. It's also a highball glass. Okay, so whiskey. I'm gonna put that in now before I continue the investigation because we already know. Drink in Larry's glass at this moment is... Oops, I put 2 W's. Whiskey. Can I still check? Oh yeah. Okay, 1 out of 4. Okay. So, that's correct. Ooh. Man, it's gruesome. When we are finally getting along with her too. A fire axe. Seems like it was originally hung up on the storage room wall. Bartender Hillary's body, it's back in occipital region are severely damaged. Look closer. On his left index finger, plus left and right ring fingers are tattooed the numbers 2, 4, and 7 respectively. So she was in that organization, or because she had the tattoos? Huh. I see. That's curious. That's curious. We'll get back to that then. Let's just note that she has those tattoos. Doesn't that make Jack suspicious? My. Fancy seeing you here, darling. Irina Russell. You even remembered my name? Aw, you're sweet. A woman like you ain't easy to forget. Why are you here, Irina? Cause I missed you, silly. Got myself a whiskey and waited. Knew you'd come. Think I'm a fool? That's a highball glass you got, so you just got like lemonade or orange juice. No one in their right mind would serve whiskey in a highball glass. I'd never lie to you, honey. You don't look too good. Is something wrong? Talk to me, darling. You're safe with mommy. Ayo? I will talk to you regularly. Is something wrong, you say? Someone barged in here, asked the bartender girl, took the time to write my name on the wall. Yeah, I'd say something is wrong. Makes me wonder, Irina, is this whole thing you're doing? Why suspect me? Because I'm a contract killer? No, Irina Russell, she's a contract killer. It's gotta be her. Who else could it be? A little too harsh, darling. A little too harsh. People are such assholes. They judge us, box us, and call us names because it's easy to. Now, rude of them, don't you agree? Let's change the subject. Sure, mommy loves chatting with you. You know what I find suspicious is the fact that... Oh, there's the bathrooms. What I find suspicious is the fact that she got axed inside the store while there were other customers. I assume there were other customers at the time. And somehow, despite that, and like that's a pretty gruesome way to die, right? You're gonna get axed in the back, and then you're gonna write with blood on the wall an entire name like Vin Verosa, and then you're gonna run off. It was a very bloody scene too, but everyone's clothes here are very clean. Nobody's showing any signs of stat. Maybe they threw it away and they had a change of clothes. I'm not sure. And also, just how loud would that be? Like, assume that she screamed. We shall see. You fucking lost? Got a problem? Oh, Jeffrey. Chill. Vin Verosa, private eye. Great, I'm Emperor Alexander von Jeffrey III. And His Majesty's pissed because his beer tastes like crap, so how about you fuck off? Your beer tasted off? Off! It tasted like vinegar gone to shit. How the hell do you even make Guinness taste sour? Who served it? A girl with a tattoo on her left arm? Yeah, that one. Want to know what happened? I walked in here, ordered one cold Guinness. I went to take a piss, 1-2 minutes tops. I come back, take a sip. How's it taste? Sour, not warm, not flat. So yeah, I'd say that fucking bitch did something. Spit, poison, whatever. It's probably a lemon, right? Lemons are... They seem to have a bunch of lemons here, and it's sour. That fucking bitch is dead. Found her in the storage room. Nah, and you're here to sniff out who did it. Well, ain't you a lucky guy, because I heard something while I was taking that piss. It could be a big hint, you know. But it ain't free. Gotta see some cash, otherwise get the hell out of my face. Okay, I'll get the hell out of your face. I think you've got lemon in your drink. I know that's a question, so let's put it in. Lemon. Lemon. Okay, whiskey, lemon. Yep, I was right. It's the most sour thing that we have around, and they probably put like a real lemon slice. It's the lemon slice stuff. Okay, this is the male's bathroom. Torn letter. Oh, you don't enter, you just see it. Okay. Wait, so I've talked to everybody already? What's the letter say? Dear bartender, I always thought you were very pretty. You are very cool. I do not know your name, but I like you. I am moving tomorrow. I won't be able to see you anymore. I hope you live happily. Ha. Huh. Well, I would rule out this guy. He really hates her. Like, for now, I'd rule out this guy. I'd rule out Irina. At least for the person who did the letter. I think the most suspicious ones for the letter are you, who you seem to like her, Pierre. And you, who's really silent, Larry. I would say I lean Pierre because he's actually really into her. But then Larry is very suspiciously quiet. And he's been lurking around here for a while and we never really had a proper conversation. It could also be that he was scoping out to kill her though. Hey Chi, hi Bert, thank you for dropping by. Hello, hello, hope you're doing well. I don't think it was Eddie. Like, I think Eddie is ruled out. What am I gonna answer again? So I'm gonna answer the person who wrote the letter and the person who killed her. I'm gonna go with the person who wrote the letter is probably... No, he sees her all the time. Does he see her all the time? I don't know your name. Maybe it's Pierre. Because he likes her. Like the silent film commentary you're doing for this game. Thank you. Oh, it's not Pierre. Is it Larry then? Because those two are my biggest, like, they're the biggest sus without me asking any, like, bribery or intimidation. Ah, so it is you. That's why you were here all the time. And that's why he comes by, orders drinks he can't actually drink, and just sits there silently. So now, it's just who killed her. Can I just double check the name of the bartender? I feel like it might have been him. Because, well, you mentioned that association. You're Jack, right? Okay, you are Jack. Goodbye. I hope it's not you. But let's see. Plus, it's about knowing where this axe is and having access to this place, right? I don't think a regular customer would. Okay, so it's not him. I'm sorry I doubted you. Alright, I'm sorry I doubted you. Time to go intimidate some other people. You heard something while you were in the bathroom, right? See, I don't think it's that important to hear why Pierre came here. Actually, those two that I was sussing out for the person who likes her, they also have the higher chances of being the one who killed her. So I'm gonna try and hear it from you. If you heard anything from either of them, because the torn letter was there. First time here, I got that right? Yeah, what you gonna do about it? Means you have no fucking clue who you're talking to. You're far from home, pal. Home is where your sick child is coughing her lungs out. How the fuck? Time's ticking, Jeff. Either you give me what I want, or the baby girl sleeps alone tonight. Ah, you fucking prick. Fine, I'll talk. Now listen close. I heard someone say, wanna swap with me. No doubt, clear as day. Swap what? How the hell would I know? I was busy taking a leak, not taking notes. Drinks, I suppose? I guess they swapped drinks, and does that mean that he swapped drinks? These two swap drinks? Both of them claim that they don't drink, but this guy says he claimed he got lemonade. And that is kind of true on the... Pierre, did you kill her? Keeps blaming Pierre for everything. Pierre, did you do it? Because of your obsession or something, and the two of you were there and shit. Okay, it's not him. My bad. Sorry, Pierre, I've been slandering you. Oh, I'm going to now slander Larry. Because he won't talk. Okay, so it's neither of the lover boys. That only leaves... It's neither of the lover boys, it's not the bartender. Logically, I can't imagine it being Catherine or Vin. Obviously, the killer is herself. On her back? How would you even do that? Hi, Nautilus. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. I don't think it was her because it's on her back. Unless she did some weird gymnastics to get the axe wound on her back. But I kind of have my doubts. Could be. I really don't think it's Irina, to be honest. But when I ask him what happened, he just talks about a kid who got like poured, like his mango juice got poured on him. Okay, because you've been a good person, Eddie, I will not intimidate you. The actual murderer is you. The self-report would be crazy, but I don't think it's me, simply because the fact that well, why would he put his own name? Like, I feel like if Vin wanted to kill her for whatever reason, it's not gonna be that obvious. And we're not... I mean, I guess to subvert expectations from other people, but why would we self-report if we did it and just... we're supposed to pass it off as someone else? Be so funny if it's Eddie. Aww. Key evidence in the case is his dying message. I can't tell if the one who wrote it ain't the bartender, it was the killer. Wow, what a shock. Care to explain why it had to be my name? To frame you, of course. Anyway, listen up. Knows you, at least your name. This might be the first time you made sense. Okay, so of these people who knows my name, Eddie knows my name, that's true. We already ruled out these two and Jack. Eddie, Catherine know my name. Irina knows my name. You know your name. Look, okay, just so that you will believe that it's not me, I'm going to put Vin's name right now. So that we can prove to you that it's not Vin. Exactly. It's not me. Be pretty cool you play a Nintendo game with Jekyll and Hyde. But there's a Nintendo game for them. Is this Cluedo? It's a no, but it's another mystery game where you gotta input the answers. Do you know my name? No, wait, you didn't know my name. You didn't even know who I was. I had to threaten you. So it's just Irina, Catherine, and Eddie, which is very fairly enough just everybody else I haven't spoken about. Very fairly everybody else I haven't suspected yet. But why is her bribery so high? What the fuck? It's like, I don't think intimidating her would work. But at the same time, why the hell would I bribe her for most of my money? Like, what if I actually needed that in the next case? Because there's supposed to be 6, right? We're only on the 5th. We can't just go all in, go like, I'm gonna lose all my money. You know who she is? That's what it's... Angry Video Game Nerd did a review on it a long time ago. He's reviewed the game in like 4 or 5 episodes. Oh, damn. It's the Elon Musk method of investigation. I don't think it's Irina. Well, I don't want it to be Irina, but she's a contract killer. She was already doing that like whole blaming me thing. But like very sadly, like the people left, if it's not her, are both people who have been with me since the start of the game. Which is a crazy betrayal right now. Because that would be Catherine and that would be Eddie. But why would Catherine and Eddie kill her is what I'm wondering. I don't think Catherine would kill her. Because Catherine is legitimately on this case. And it's not even the last. I would think it could be Catherine if it was the 6th case. Because then at that point, she doesn't need me anymore. And then I'd be a loose thread. But this is too early. That's what I think. Like, if Catherine was gonna betray me, why wouldn't she just betray me on the final case that she needed? That way she'd be like, it was Vin Verosa, case solved. I've solved 6 cases. I've achieved my goal. But this is the 5th one. Huh. The thing is, when you look closer, she has those tattooed numbers on her hand. Which is in line with what Jack mentioned. But like, I don't know if it's relevant or a red herring because Jack isn't the killer. And I know Eddie is part of a gang, but See, the only thing I can think of being a motivation for Eddie is if he was ordered to do so. But I don't know. I just can't imagine it. Which is bringing me down to either Catherine or Irina. And honestly, the more names I put into that sheet, then the closer I am to the answer by via brute force. But like, I want to have a reason for when I put their name in. From what Eddie said, it's safe to assume they know your name but not who you are. I mean, if they know our name, they probably know who we are because we're a bigwig, actually. So obviously it is a victim. Well, if this was hung up on the wall... No, but then, you know, everyone knows pure brute force guess check is the best way to solve crimes. You know what? I'm going to put... Wait. Watch it unironically be the victim. It's because there's also no blood trail or anything, nothing. That's why it's so suspicious to me. Like, I can see your guess of it being the victim in the case that there's no other, like, blood trail, nobody's got a change of clothes, nothing's been disposed of. But, You know what? Okay, we'll put Hillary's name, but I feel like it's just the way that she died is the one that makes me think that's not her. Cause it's in her back. She got axed in the back like a few times, right? I don't think it was even once. I think it was several times axed in the back. And he didn't note any like blood on her fingers or anything. So how would she have written Vin Verosa? But I don't know. Let's just put her name in just to eliminate her from the list of people for sure. Wow, it's so funny to write this sentence. Hillary killed Hillary. Yeah, okay, so it's definitely not her. Yeah, it's the way that she died. It's impossible for it to have been her to put it in like that. The way that Irina is such a high bribery though. And I don't think intimidation would work. It was a question mark. I feel Irina or Eddie. I'm still not believing that Catherine did it. Because Catherine still needs me. Unless the case that she and unless this for her is her final case. If it counts that she and Chloe were fighting that other guy in chapter 3 when Chloe died and stuff. I'm not gonna put Catherine's name. I'm gonna put Irina first. I knew it. Because their bribery was way too high. Her bribery was way too high. And if Eddie was gonna give me such a helpful hint, it couldn't be him. And I just refuse to believe it was Catherine. So, by process of elimination, Irina was the only one left. But she was hired to kill her. How's the sleuthing, Mr. Verosa? Managed to uncover a few things? Say, officer, if you had to pick the shadiest part of all this, what would it be? Irina Russell. More precisely, the fact that she had a highball glass. Correct. No sane bartender would serve whiskey in such a tall glass. You're right! I got the person who switched drinks wrong. I was looking just next to him, but the whiskey was with Larry, and Larry says he doesn't drink, and the other guy said someone swapped drinks. I didn't realize Irina's drink was with the juice, like, even though we talked about it. Upon arriving in the bar, Irina ordered a whiskey. The drink was served in a Glencairn glass with a lemon slice on top. She took off the lemon slice and dropped it into Jeffrey's Guinness next table. all while he was being busy in the restroom. Before Jeffrey returned, Larry showed up. A young guy with a hopeless crush on Hillary came over to the bar stand and handed her a love letter. Despite how courageous little Larry was, Hillary ignored him and instead asked what'll it be. Larry, a man who couldn't drink, went with mango juice. Hillary told him to grab a seat and wait. A moment later, she brought it over. Mango juice in a highball glass. Instead of hanging... Oh, so that's why Eddie was saying he was... Okay, he was getting harshly rejected. That's why she threw the mango juice over his head. If only all detectives have form magic, tell them how many of their guesses were correct so they could guess again. Crazy. It was then that Irina Russell stepped in. She approached Larry, offered to trade her glass for his. Larry, shamed and frustrated beyond repair, didn't argue. And so Irina could hide her tracks. What a bitch, throwing juice on his head. Yeah, I feel like that was unnecessary. Jeffrey, back lighter than by a few grams, took a sip of his Guinness. It tasted foul, wrong, awfully sour. He complained about it to Hillary, who then went to the storage room to check the stock. Everything was fine with the beers, of course. It wasn't fine was Irina followed her in. Irina picked up the fire axe hung up on the wall, snuck up on Hillary from behind, struck her multiple times, killing her on the spot. Okay, but the amount of blood, like... So that's how it went. But we found the real culprit. That's good, right, Mr. Verosa? It's good, but in the sense that there's the thing that... Did she do it? Who hired her to do it and why, right? Because she's a contract killer. Hi, Swaggy! Mr. Verosa? Irina Russell. The woman who's the assassin in highest demand would have to get in line just to talk to her. Say you arrest woman at midnight and she'll make a bail before sunrise. Starting to wonder what good we're really doing, officer. You're playing a detective game without your brain cell? Oh, that's why it took so long, you're right. That's why I was arguing with myself, you're right. You know, this game makes me realize something from like last time we played. I realized that I think like a fucking Danganronpa character or something. Like, in case 2, I was making literally every single possible like argument I could think of, and I was right about who the person who stole the gem was, but then for all the wrong reasons. I was right, but for all the wrong reasons, because I was sounding like a Danganronpa character instead of a normal person. Alright, that's it. I'm taking you, Mr. Verosa. To where? The donut place, of course. Donut place. Yeah, donut place, ring and glaze. An old friend of mine once said, when life gives thou stinkies, shove sweets in thy mouth. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm no fan of sweets. That's what everybody says until they tried their house special original glaze. Think that's all? There's also... No, not really. Thanks for the offer, officer, but I'm good. Think I need some time alone. Aw, she was trying to cheer you up like Chloe style. Right, of course. You did good today, Mr. Verosa. Thank you. We should be on our last shared case. But I wonder if that's the last case of the game or if there's still more. Ooh. Chapter 6. It's back to Jack. Afternoon, Mr. Verosa. A lovely day. Jackster? The usual. You ever get that feeling? What feeling? Like you've screwed up real bad. But for some reason, you can't point out what. Why are you saying this? Are you trying to tell me that Catherine died now too? Means you're getting old. Welcome aboard, Mr. Verosa. You ever regret things you've said? I can name a few. Care to elaborate? Private Eye, Vin Verosa, soliciting advice from this old man? Sure, I'll tell you an old tale, but only if you could sit and stay a while. Sure. I always order the bartender drinks. What's the story? Here's how it goes, Mr. Verosa. Jackie, he was young, loved to travel, not a fear in this world, so yourself. Made friends, enemies, mostly enemies. And one day he was at this harbor, and oh, was he famished. He rushed into the first restaurant he saw, and there she was, the most perfect lady. Brown skin, silky hair, great smile. So young Jackie sprang into action, combed his hair, fixed the collar, pulled out his best smile, and approached the lady. How'd it go? Went pretty well, actually. We ate together, talked life. In the end, we shared our names, even exchanged addresses. What's there to regret then? It was a cold winter day, Mr. Verosa, and she was kind enough to offer me the pink scarf she had on. I declined, foolishly. That's your biggest regret? You declined some stupid scarf? Oh no, it always gets worse, right? Might have been some stupid scarf, but it was the biggest courtesy I've ever received. But young Jackie just had to piss it away, no other reason than it was girly pink. He called himself a man. If you could travel through time and relive that day, what would you do? A few come to mind, but mostly, I'd like to apologize to her. Sincerely. That my big fat ego didn't allow me to take her generosity. Tell her I'm sorry and I'm forever grateful. Oh, and that she's such a nice person. Mind if I use the phone jack? Go ahead, my friend. Oh, are you gonna call Catherine? Break a leg. Oh, is that why he told that specific story? Because it's somewhat similar to what he was feeling? That's pretty sweet of you, Jack. Okay. Hey, Addie. Hey, off the grind? Dunno. Oh, what's up with this dude now? Guess last night's still hanging on you. Chin up, kid. Shit's happened. World hasn't ended, and I'm still beautiful. Go to hell, bro. No, not Eddie. We've lost so many good people. Okay, there is no need to go in that direction. Alright, phone it is. Where would you like to call? The police station. Oh, how worrying if Catherine doesn't pick up or she died or something. Oh, there's Catherine. Never mind. She's okay. Nollyn Central PD, Catherine speaking. This is Vin Verosa, the private eye. How can I help you, Mr. Verosa? It ain't that, officer. I'm, calling for... Yes, Mr. Verosa? I kinda had this thing I wanted to say. Shit, I need a drink. Continue, please. Just wanted to say that I'm... sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you be more specific? I realized last night I was upset. Grumpy, total jerk, and didn't notice you were lending me a hand. And the donut place you mentioned, is it open? I'm gonna have to see for yourself, Mr. Verosa, but before that, we've got work to do. Rendezvous, Sierra. Meet me there. Sure thing. Aw, nah, that would be so nice if the ending is you guys grab donuts together. But my morality is completely trash, so I have a bad feeling something bad would happen instead. Because if the morality gauge, the hidden morality gauge means that if I do a bunch of bad things like bribery, intimidation, I get a bad ending. I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad ending. It might be, that's what I feel like. Or if I have a good morality gauge, I never did any bribery or intimidation. I did it through pure vibes and everything that everybody said. Then, I don't know, maybe I'd have a better ending and I'd get to have donuts. But I hope we get to have donuts either way. Let's see. You're here. Sugar sweets. Why bring me to a place like this, officer? This morning, Linda, a young woman at the age of 19, was found dead in her hotel room. Guest list mentioned she checked in October 27. A 19-year-old alone in a place like this? My point exactly. Linda was killed, Mr. Verosa. Would you help me find who did it? Well, of course. I can't stay here. Got work back at the station. Here, the investigation report. Oh, okay. So I'll head to room R101 when I'm finished. Meet me there when you're done investigating. See you soon. Oh, so she's not gonna be here? How about my selfies? Okay. What's in the investigation report? What questions are we answering today? Whose daughter is Linda? Who borrowed money from Frankie? Who killed Linda? I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? It's Linda's identity, her killer, and somebody who borrowed money from somebody named Frankie. Let's see. Hello! Welcome to Sugar Sweet, sir. May I have your reservation details? Oh my goodness, she looks like she's dying. Those eye bags. You alright, miss? You don't look so hot. Thank you for your concern, sir. However, I'm unable to answer questions unrelated to registration. I bet you can answer this one. Any big shots worth noting stayed here? Numerous celebrities, including Noelle Crowe, the diva of the era, have been frequent guests, sir. She maintained our most prominent VIP until she passed away at the 28 due to substance addiction. And just last night, the child of renowned actress Miranda Black held a private party on the first floor bar. Substance addiction, you say? Let me guess, Noelle Crowe frequented this place to grab her so-called substances. And the hotel's full of her kind, I got that right? My apologies, sir. As I said, I can't answer unrelated questions. Okay. Don't worry. So basically, a lot of celebrities stay here. Noelle Crowe died to substance abuse, and then the kid of Miranda had a party last night. Okay. Hotel registration. Oh, okay. I could just take it. Okay, let's read it. Oh wait, that's the investigation report. Wait. Ledger. Today is October 31. Okay. So, Sugar Sweets, Vivian, a bank teller, room 102, checked in to 10:22. Alex, a priest, checked in 26, checked out 30. So that Alex and Steve person, they both checked out yesterday, which is when Linda died. Linda checked in on the 27th, Rose checked in on the 27th, Ludwig checked in yesterday. Okay, that's still a lot of people who were here the entire time. Well, basically everybody was here and could have done it. Okay, that's not gonna narrow it down yet. Let's keep seeing people. Hello. Look awful familiar. Who are you supposed to be? You're that stupid... Right, I remember now. The spoiled kid with a rich father. Saw you at Mrs. Grace's place. Rose, was it? That's her? Oh, yeah, her name was Rose, you're right. Ah, my head, fuck. That's just called a hangover, ma'am. Say, kid, you know any Linda? Stop shouting, you fuck. What? This is like top 10 characters I didn't want to see again. I can't believe she's here again. Of course, I know her. She's my, friend. A week ago, we each left home, checked in here. Oh, last week? How loaded do you have to be to afford a place like this long? Not us, but Linda's mom. She's rich. Linda took a whole bunch of... when she ran from, You ever see Linda with a man? A lover, maybe, or... Nah, just shut up! Shut up, for fuck's sake. I could probably try to bribe her and get information on the mother, but I'm not sure yet. Let's talk to everyone. Can't be reckless with the money. Sir, gentlemen. The hell is this? The hell is this one? I see. How do you do, sir? My name is Jerry, the happiness seller. You know, now that I think about it, didn't we see that Frankie guy in chapter 1 in the demo when we played it? Cause he's a money lender, I think. Now that I think about like who borrowed money. Don't see a smile on your face this lovely day. Something troubling you, sir? Looks like it. I see. You know what, sir? I've got this gift. I see a man. I know what he wants, what he needs. I can feel it. I can smell it. Your old pal Jerry's here to help, sir. What'll it be? Chocolate chip cookies? Marshmallows? The way you talk, you ain't no drug dealer. Drug dealer? Please, sir. I just had to pull out the D word. Prefer to be called Jovial Jerry, sir. I've got something to ask you then, Jovial Jerry. Linda, have you ever heard the name? Linda, of course, sir, of course. Linda's my precious, precious little pigeon, sir. A brilliant young lady, though she goofs up here and there. Pigeon? Goofs up? Now, weather is great, sir. Take a peek out the window. What a majestic view. Everything is bribery. Okay, let's keep going first. This is the room that was already checked out of. And this is where I'll see Catherine later. Oh, Vin Verosa keep out. And then Catherine. She bought me donuts too. And I guess we passed by it before we went to the case or something. That's sweet. Nothing in the room to investigate other than my donuts, so 102. Oh, it's Mina! Oh my god, hi Vin, it's me, Mina, remember me? Yeah, you mean the call girl? Hey, stop shouting, people are gonna hear us. Right, my bad, my bad. How have you been, Vin? Actually, what are you doing here? Investigating a murder in this hotel? There's one thing I just can't wrap my head around. What the fuck are you waiting for? Spill it. You know what a pigeon is? Pigeon? Of course I do. The pigeons in Sugar Sweet aren't fucking birds, Vin. They're people, drug couriers. First, the buyer asks the dealer for what he wants, then the dealer passes the project to a pigeon. The dealer always disguises it to something normal, but usually something's tied to the buyer's job, profession. The dealer tells the pigeon and the buyer what the other looks like, plus where to meet. When the two meet up, the pigeon hands over the product. Hang on a sec, how does the pigeon actually carry it? I'm guessing not envelopes. Wanna know? I can teach you, but it might be a kind of a shock. Sure. Teach me, but first, are you perhaps... Are you a junkie? Why would I do drugs, silly? I'm happy as I am. Actually, I quit my old job. Quit? Why? Something happened? Remember what you told me when you gave me that cash? Told me to get myself a hot dinner, so I did. Oh, I helped her! Then I thought, maybe I can do better with my life. Mina? Eating cakes, having sex, doing some stupid drugs. They don't make you happy, because happiness is earned. Thank you, Vin, for saving my life. Nah, shut up. Nah, she cleaned up. That's cute. That's very wholesome. Oh my god, I did something good. I thought my morality bar was shit. So how do pigeons carry the goods? Well, I fucking warned you. Come here, closer. Fucking hell. Now you get why there aren't any male pigeon. Okay, I suddenly have a vision of she got whispered, and that's terrible. Okay, I can't enter room 103 or 104. I can enter room 105, but first let's talk to this guy. Heya. Here for investigation purposes, your name? Pleasure to meet you, Ludwig. Investigative purposes, you say? A young lady was found dead in her hotel room. Name's Linda. Ring a bell? Of course, a celebrity's daughter. Even her name sounds just like her mother's. Linda's name sounds like her mother's. I'm gonna recap the conversation with the receptionist. Your occupation? Florist or gardener if you prefer. Running a small flower shop in central Nollyn. It's closed for now. I'm staying at this hotel for a vacation. Small-time shopkeeper selling flowers. And taking a vacation at a place this classy? Sounds awful fishy, don't you think? Enjoyed the chat, sir. Now you'll excuse me. Wait. Before I go in there, I want to check the name of the mother. Linda's name is close to her mother's. Can you talk to me again? Recap. Okay. Noel Crow. Miranda. I guess it's Miranda? Miranda Black? Because Miranda is closer to Linda than Noel. Miranda, I guess. Let's go Miranda. Miranda, whose daughter is Linda Miranda. So she had a party last night if she's the daughter of Miranda. Back to the demo? There's no more 0, 1. Okay. There's no more out of... Okay, that's interesting. Suddenly the difficulty went up. No, it's like the demo. We got this. It'll be fine. Okay. So let's enter 105. Who have I not spoken to yet, or what have I not seen? Linda's coat. Inside its pocket is the room key. Looks like she forgot to lock the door when she last came back. Someone's business card. Has a phone number on the back. Is there anywhere I can call that? E. A spoon, its bottom's burned black. Labeled glass jars, they're all empty. Salt, sugar, flour, cornstarch. Honestly, probably the drugs. A bloodstained candlestick, most likely the murder weapon. Huh. Oh, I can call here. There's a telephone. Hi. Wait, so is it Frankie on the phone? Hey, sunshine, you out of fucking mind? Why the hell aren't you picking up your phone? You said you quit drugs, that you're starting over. Good job, opened your first shop and now you're crawling right back? Sniffing around for some cash so you can fry your brain again? This fucking prick. Vin Verosa, private eye. Been a while, Frankie. Vin Verosa. My god, Mr. Verosa, have you been well, sir? Please forget what I said earlier. There's this naughty child who needs to, grow up. But yeah, what has made you call today, sir? Investigating a murder in a hotel, Sugar Sweets, Linda. Recognize the name? Sugar Sweets, Linda? No, never heard of them. He doesn't know any of the names, but his business card was here in the victim's room. I think if I bribe him, I'll find out who he was yelling about. I'm gonna save before I do that, though. Because he clearly knew who he was trying to yell at. It's just that when I called him, I wasn't who he was thinking of. Unused condoms. Okay, great. Frankie. Who are you talking about? This morning, a girl named Linda was found dead in her hotel room, and that's where I found your business card, Frankie. Any young woman call you lately asking about a loan? Now that you mention it, yeah, some girl did ring me out of nowhere. Couple of days back, she wanted cash. And what do you do? Of course, I said, no, sir. Obviously, I'm a professional shark. Professionals have standards, rules. So fucking glad to hear that. So a girl called him, but he didn't lend. Was it intention to borrow or was it borrowed? It was borrowed. But this was Linda's coat. The fact that he said it was some girl kid makes me think it's Rose. And Rose is kind of frazzled right now, but I have my doubts a little bit. So you're the guy who got me the clue about who it is. What if she was working with this guy? Jerry. And Jerry, what if Jerry killed her? Or and Rose borrowed money? Or Rose, or maybe Rose killed her and Jerry borrowed money. Because I don't know, Rose seems very off right now. I feel like it's the two of them, but I'm not sure. Let me try to fill it in and see. So in my mind, the one who borrowed money from Frankie is Rose, but it seems like he didn't actually give her the money. Therefore, I'm not sure. Who killed Linda? Jerry. Okay, no. I know Miranda is right, but something here is wrong. I feel like I could get it out of either Rose or Jerry, but let's recap their convos to see who was more helpful. Okay, spoiled kid, hangover, any Linda. She's my friend. Checked in here, Linda sounds rich, ran away from home. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Rose here. Because she seemed... his line of questioning was along people that she might have known and stuff, so... Here, have your money. Favorite thing in the world. Can we talk? Pinky promise. Answer this and I'll be out of your hair. Really? I said promise. So tell me, Linda had a boyfriend, yes or no? Talk with this dude Jerry every day, but he's not a boyfriend. Linda never lie. Okay. Yeah, so that was not very helpful, Rose, but I knew she talked with Jerry because she was working with Jerry. Could it have possibly been the fact that Jerry borrowed money instead then? And possible that Jerry killed her? But I wonder. Let me see, yeah. Because Jerry is low-key the most suspicious guy in the entire... Wait, no, what? Am I going all the way here to look at the ledger? Jerry's not even on the list of guests, bro. And you talk with him every day. I saw Ludwig. Alex and Steve are already gone. I have not seen this Vivian person. Unless Vivian's Mira, then okay, I've seen her. No, wait, yeah, Vivian should be Mira. She's standing in front of room 102. Oh, so she... bank teller. Oh, she really did clean up. Okay. So it's not Alex or Steve, I feel, because they're not here at all and there's literally no way to talk to them about it. So... it's not... I think the one who borrowed... I think the one who borrowed money then was Jerry. Possibly. Where's the investigation report? There. See, he doesn't lend money. He has standards. He didn't lend money to Rose. I assume Rose is who he called for this, but he didn't lend money to her. And someone whose business card... Because if she worked with Jerry closely and they set up a business together, and that business was sketch, and Jerry's not even on the list of freaking people who who have been checked in, it's very possible. But then I can't tell why Jerry would kill her, so I feel like the killer might be someone else. Wait, let me look at the ledger again. What room was she in? Linda was in 105. Huh. Linda was in 105. Wait, what if the one who borrowed money was actually Ludwig? Because he's here, and then Vin was pointing out that this is a lot of money for a small time. What if it's Ludwig? Okay, yeah, there's no way I could check, but like... he pointed out this is a lot of money, expensive place to be for someone without, like, you know... So... Again, there's nothing for me to see in this room. Okay. So the guy who checked out is completely clear. Literally no trace of him. You... I can bribe him. Sure. You know what? Because you're one of my suspects. Talk to me. I ain't interested in your lousy ass toys, Jovial Jerry. What I'm interested in is where Linda goofed up. There. Think you can talk now? Oh, sir, my good sir. Think you've got the gift as well. Alright, so Sir's Linda. Sometimes she, well, lost the goods. She was supposed to take the clients. Because of that, this dude, sir, got so fucking mad. He stormed all the way to this hotel. What a wild day it truly was, sir. She lost the product she was meant to deliver, so she gets killed here. The dude stormed over to the hotel, which is telling me, is it you? Because you literally just checked in yesterday. You literally just checked in yesterday. The way I'm putting Ludwig in again. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna put in Jerry's name on the who borrowed money from Frankie or Rose. Because it's still ultimately that's the main goal, right? Okay. And then it's still possible that it's Jerry. Because Jerry... Okay. I got it all wrong. Well, I wouldn't say all. I just have no idea which one is wrong. But it's possible. I think it's highly possible that the person... Okay, so Miranda, I'm pretty sure is the correct answer already. Unless I have to put the entire name. But I think Linda is Miranda's daughter. The who borrowed money from Frankie is a bit clueless because... The clues point to either Rose or Linda. I mean, maybe I could put Linda's name. I didn't put Linda's name. And they're best friends anyway. But Linda wouldn't need it, is what I'm feeling. Because Linda is already the daughter of, like, someone who's rich. So why would she need to borrow money, right? So I don't think that's right. I think Q2 is wrong. I think Q3 has a high chance of being correct already. This Ludwig guy. who I'm now gonna bribe. Just bribe everybody in the entire hotel, why don't you? Enjoy the chat. No, we ain't done, lad. You answer me straight, Ludwig. You walk away with some easy pocket money. Huh, an interesting investigation method. Can't say I hate it. Please, fire away. Let's cut to it. You a junkie? In my younger days, yes, I depended on it. But over time, with help, I managed to quit. Only then did I begin working as a florist and open my shop. Can you spot any user? Any telltale signs? Simplest would be a burnt spoon. If you find one in someone's room, guaranteed. Wait. Is it possibly pointing towards the fact that maybe Linda was the one she got really high and died? I don't know how that works though. Because I bribed everybody. Well, except the receptionist. I guess we could give her some extra pay. I've already bribed everybody anyway. Hey, take some money. You had a long day, no multiple. Such a shitty job, ain't it? You get to see the worst part in people. Here, have a little tip for your wonderful service. Mind if we talk for a minute? Of course, sir. How may I help you? You get junkies around here. Indeed, sir. Quite a few guests use this place as their preferred spot for transactions. If you're looking for a gentleman who handles the goods, he usually stays around the lobby. Anything to know about this gentleman? Another man came to see him. Their conversation turned sharp really quickly. It nearly escalated to physical altercation. Disagreement with a dealer and a buyer a few days ago too? Huh. Then in that case, I think we could rule out Ludwig because I paid him. I don't think he'd lie, right? So I paid him. He probably isn't lying that he's quit. So he is not the killer. And a few days ago, I could feel that the person he fought could have been on... If on this list, the person he fought would probably either be Steve or Alex. But they're already gone. And there's nothing to investigate in rooms. Wait. Do you think they fought with Steve? He was a baker. He rushed over. 29th. It's just the day before she died. And she had stuff in her room, and the way he talks about his goods is all baked goods. Steve suspicious? Steve might be suspicious. He's even staying in the room right next to hers, so technically, he would have had a chance if he was gonna kill her. Very possibly. But who the fuck borrowed money? When that, in the end, is still your question. So I'm gonna put, what was his name? I forgot immediately. Steve? I'm gonna put Steve's name as the killer. Why, he's not even here. How the hell? What the hell? He's not even here. They always had money. I'm gonna put in Rose's name because she was the one who called. And then I'm gonna put in Steve's name because I feel like it could have been him, but then I could be wrong. Fuck! I don't know what's wrong. But I've already bribed everybody and asked them everything, right? Unless I missed something with Mira. I already talked to you. I'm sure, and you weren't helpful at all. Mira. Recap convo real quick. I mean, yeah, she was a courier. But... maybe what's wrong is the person who borrowed money, and the borrowed money is still Ludwig. Maybe the borrowed money is still Ludwig and not Rose. Maybe that's what's wrong, and then I have to switch it out. Let's see. Ludwig. Oh, I was right! Okay. Okay. Because he didn't send the money to Rose, and it was quite expensive for someone to be here. And Steve was right next to door, and they're talking about... okay, that makes sense! Catherine. Okay, Linda departed her residence 1 week prior to the incident. She and her friend Rose checked into Sugar Sweet's hotel with the money Linda had taken from her home. Linda eventually exhausted the funds and began working as a drug courier referred to as a pigeon. During this period, Linda began to use narcotics. The narcotics she was assigned to transport, resulting in dependency. Several days before the homicide, Linda consumed an entire quantity of narcotics she was expected to deliver to a buyer identified as Steve. On the day of the scheduled transaction, Steve went to the designated meeting point. Linda failed to appear. Steve proceeded to Sugar Sweets in search of Jerry, the drug dealer responsible for coordinating the pigeons. An argument occurred during which Jerry disclosed that Linda was staying at the hotel and provided her room information. Steve then checked into Sugar Sweets, securing a room adjacent to Linda's. On the night of the incident, Linda returned to her room after partying with Rose. She was heavily intoxicated and neglected to lock her door. Steve entered her room without permission, armed with a candlestick he picked up from the scene, and assaulted her. Linda was found deceased in her hotel room the next day. The sequence of events and evidences found on site indicates Steve as the primary suspect in the homicide. Oh, that took a while. Officer? Nah! Jeez, you scared me. Sorry. Found out something? Not yet, officer. Not a clue. Don't worry, Vin. I've got it. Wait, what did you just call me? Come on, let's go. I'm starving. Ah, first name basis. Come on, donuts. Give me a good ending with donuts. Assuming it's the ending. Melancholic music? So, how is it? One more bite and I'll drop from hyperglycemic shock. So, this is your favorite, officer. Not mine. It was Chloe. No, we're finally talking about it. Linda, the girl we handled today. She once came to Central PD back when Chloe and I still worked there. Returning her to her mom, that was our first mission together. Miranda Black. She refused to talk to us. Ain't too surprising. A few days later, Linda vanished. That day, Chloe and I swore we'd hold Miranda accountable. Somehow. And that's how the two of you decided to become police investigators? Back when we were hotshot officers, it was the only way to conduct a full investigation on our own. Hold on. Back when we were hotshot officers, did you quit? That's right, Vin. Oh, wait. There you go. Police investigator Catherine. Nice to meet you. Didn't you say you needed 6 solved cases? Pretty sure the ones I helped. Indeed. Some of them I solved. On my own. That's it then. Guess you won't be needing me. Oh. What? Can't you just be friends? That would be true. If I were staying as a police investigator. Wait, what? Wait, you're quitting after all that? I'm giving up my investigator badge, Vin. It was Chloe who wanted this job, not me. So I'll just keep bothering you instead. You fine with that, right? Meowdy Chi in chat. Hi, Commissary. Welcome. Oh my god, after everything... Oops, I moved the table. After everything, she's quitting. But she's quitting to be friends with us and stuff. That makes it sweet. Guess it can't be helped. Vin, what do you like doing in your spare time? Drink by my lonesome, I guess. Well, it is my day off. Didn't know you drink. Well, now you do. But no straight absinthe. Just beer. Got it? What? But... Nuh-uh, you're not getting beer and only beer. End of debate. But officer... Investigator! I thought you quit! Investigator, you quit though! Hey, despite everything, I wasn't in a bad ending. That makes me happy. I thought I would get a bad ending for morality or something, but maybe it counted like the little things that I did that I didn't like, what do you call it? I didn't bribe or intimidate everybody in every case. I think I didn't. And I didn't like I also didn't like do that assassination side quest mission thing. I was kind of nice to was his name Marty? And then I was also nice to Mira. I helped her clean up, you know? I think those counted for good brownie points with the system to offset my bribery. Unless, I don't know, is there actually multiple endings? I'd have to check after the stream. But wow, we finished! It was exactly 6 cases as we expected. I wonder if there's gonna be anything after the credits. I know we can skip, but I want to watch it. Ah, look, it's Lou's name! Yeah, Val! Me! Bro, that's why I was watching the credits actually. And Hinoto! Yay! Because Hinoto had a cameo. Finn. Ah. I'm glad we addressed Chloe a little bit towards the end because it was slightly awkward for me that we didn't address Chloe at all, that she died, and we just kind of let it be before. So, that was it for Man of Nollyn, and overall I actually had a lot of fun despite like having to use 100% of my brain power to solve each case. I wasn't sure how it would turn out, like, because I'm not that confident in like deduction skills like manually without hints and stuff, and the game itself had no hints, which did add to the difficulty, but luckily like the game kind of eases you into each case since that like you're allowed to check your answers, at least for the first chapters. You're allowed to check your answers. You'll see X number out of total of like 4, like so let's say like one correct answer out of 4, then you know which ones you're getting right. Surprisingly, towards the end though, it was a pleasant surprise though, that the final case you had to solve yourself. No clues. It would always just say 1 or more are incorrect. And it wasn't a complete like... It wasn't completely out of nowhere. That was how the demo worked. So actually it was a pleasant surprise coming in that the answer system like gave you hints like in the form of how many correct answers you have exactly out of the maximum number. So it was nice. It was a nice callback to the demo experience, and also it was nice in the sense that it was like the final test for you to get the ending, like the final case. You do it all on your own, no more help, no more hints. And since it was on the final case, that allows you to kind of get into the way of thinking for each case, because in the earlier parts I was really struggling with like the fact that I would either overthink or underthink a problem. Like I felt like there was no in between. I would either like overcomplicate the culprit and what they did, like in chapter 2, or I would be in so much denial in like chapter 4, right? I didn't want to believe it was all the wife, so I kept on changing and suspecting everybody else. But then I started getting into the rhythm of it and realizing that yes, like I realized this also in the demo, but I didn't really get to apply it that well while playing the actual game. The fact that you actually don't need to intimidate or bribe people. You really can deduce the answers just from what you get by talking normally and investigating the area. So actually in line with that, I have no idea which ending I got. I think there are like several endings to the game depending on your morality. I don't know how granular this is. I don't know if there's like 3, 4, 5. I'm assuming there's at least 2. There's probably one for high morality and there's probably one for like morality in the fucking gutter. I felt like my morality was in the gutter because I kept on, like every single case I would bribe or intimidate. Every single case I would intimidate most if not all the people in the area, and then in the last case I bribed everybody. I guess that it was maybe sort of saved by the fact that I did good deeds at the end of the chapters, like when I helped Marty and when I and when I helped Mira. I think they were able to pull forward my morality meter, even like not agreeing to help that guy with the murder. Maybe those pulled my morality forward, but I don't know by how much. It's okay that it's a hidden meter though. I just wish like I had like an indicator of like which ending I got, if it was good or if it was bad. But in my opinion, the ending that I got was pretty solid still, because like despite me expecting the worst outcome possible, we still got a pretty decent ending in the sense that, well, Vin and Catherine still have a very good relationship with each other. I'm kind of surprised also, sort of related to the Chloe thing, that Catherine finally became an investigator, but then she gave it up. Like she just gave it up because it was it was Chloe's thing, not Catherine's. Like I guess it was more of, I wish there was a bit more on Chloe's death, right? And a little bit more on the grievance, or a little bit more on like how they moved on, because I don't know, just becoming the police investigator and throwing it away right away just because like, oh well, it was Chloe's thing anyway, not mine, and it's just you and me now alive, Vin. It's shocking. Okay, it's shocking to say the least, but I don't think it was a bad ending necessarily. It was good that they're on a good relationship with each other. They're sharing donuts now, and like they're becoming each other's strengths, and it's really good for Vin because like Vin lost like a lot throughout this, right? It seemed that he already had a rough past before, and then you see in the game he loses Chloe, he loses the bartender girl, he loses the fabric shop owner, the guy who was raising him, took him in. He lost a lot of people who were basically like family or getting there for him, and it's good that he still had Catherine at the end, so I'm really glad for that. Like even though I was slightly considering the possibility that she might have betrayed me in chapter 5, but yeah, I'm really glad for that. I guess it's more of the relationship between Vin and Chloe, and then Catherine and Chloe. So everything around Chloe I feel like could have been a little bit more fleshed out, but it was still good overall. Like I still had a lot of fun with the game, and like I think this is the only game where I played that you have to input the answer yourself without like a multiple choice. Granted, you could still kind of brute force it if you're doing the version like of the earlier chapters where it tells you the correct answer number, but at the end it's up to you. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. There were a few hiccups here and there with my deduction skills, but I find it really funny how like things about myself surfaced, like in the sense that I didn't realize I overthought like a Danganronpa character. That was amazing. I also like the dialogue written, how it was written in some parts. Like for example, I really liked the speech that Catherine gave Vin at the end of chapter 4 about their passions and dreams. I think that was very touching, and I think that could really like resonate with a lot of people. So yeah, I really like that too. So yeah, overall it was a really fun experience. I enjoyed playing Man of Nollyn, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it too.